What's happening, people? I'm still in Blackpool, and yesterday I told you about a couple of old bars that I used to go in when I was younger, and one of them is this Manchester bar. Now, it's just called the Manchester now, but when I first started going out 20 odd years ago, it was named the New Manchester. So maybe it was called the Manchester, then it went to the New Manchester, and then it went back to the Manchester. Anyway, that's irrelevant. We're not going there. I just thought I'd show you where it is. There's a family bar next door as well, and that'll probably prove pretty popular today because it's absolutely heaving with families in this Easter holidays. As long as the weather holds up, it should be all right. We're going to go on the road to the Dutton Arms today. I'm going to get it's a proper pub lunch style sort of pub, proper pub, and it's all right on the seafront. I might even eat outside because it is a nice evening, but they do food in that Manchester as well. But like I say, we're going to go on the road to the Dutton Arms. So the Dutton Arms is by the Yateses, the old Yateses on the seafront towards the Pleasure Beach. So we'll have a little wander on there, and then we'll get some scran. You sure what they're saying it? You get idiots everywhere. What a moron. Little kids walking on this path, and he's driving around on his little 50cc bloody moped. Oh well. On to the, where am I going? The pub. I'm going to call it the Dutchman then, but that's a different pub. What's it called? The Dutton Arms. That's where we're going, the Dutton Arms. Losing my marbles. This is longer than I thought it were going to be. We're at the old Yateses here, but you can't get in because it's all boarded up. But let's go have a little look anyway. The Dutton Arms is just there, so let's try not to get run over by a tram, and we'll go have a look at the old Yateses. Where, if I'm not mistaken, when I was watching a Walk on the Wild Side video, Stephen, who like Mr. Blackpool basically, he said, I'm sure he said, that there was a body found in here one after it being closed down or something. I don't know if it was like of a homeless man or woman, or it was like a murder. There's been a murder. Anyway, let's cross this road and have a look at this Yates. Look at this. Now this used to be an absolutely banging bar. When 20 years ago, I'm talking, used to be, in the summer, this bar here and this Dutton Arms that we're going to, used to be absolutely fantastic. Now, what are they even doing with it? There's just rubbish all in the garden. It's all barriered off. Something needs to happen with it, right? It's not even for sale or anything. All the windows up there are smashed. It's not even for sale or anything. I don't know what's going on with it. But what a shame. And this has been like this for a few years. Anyway, There's no little old Dino can do about it. I saw your comment, Simon. You shouted Dino out of your car in Blackpool yesterday. How you doing, mate? You all right? Right, onto the Dutton Arms now. Okay, so the Dutton Arms is literally 100 yards down the road from Yates's, and then there's got this big empty plot here which looks like it's been bought by EasyJet for their Easy Hotel, and they're looking for a franchise, someone to run the hotel basically for them. And it's right next to a chip shop called the Cod Mother. That's funny because I've done the Cod Father. This is what they need to do to the Yates's site on there. A nice hotel or something. Easy Hotel, we've got one of them in Leeds. I've never been to it like, but we've got one. Right, okay, let's get into the Dutton Arms. Look at this proper old school boozer. Right, you guys take a little look around in here and I'll see if we're going to sit inside or outside. It's not a bad evening actually, but it does look quite busy, so we'll see. The Dutton Arms. Okay, so I'm in the Dutton Arms and happy accident, this is a mixer pub. Now I didn't know, I hadn't checked, so I'm undecided whether to have something from this menu. I'm just going to have a little look at the menu while I had a pint, which was £4.50, free because I used a £5 voucher, thanks to one of you guys. So thank you very much, whoever this is, whoever bought this. Well, not bought it, it's free, innit? If you don't know how to do the mixer thing, you download the mixer app and you'll get a free drink. Anybody can do this, you'll get a free drink, and if you use my code, which I'll put across the top here now, you'll get a £5 voucher and I'll get a £5 voucher. Now you can use that on drinks, food, anything you want. Obviously you saw yesterday's video, all Yates's are mixer pubs, so you can get a breakfast for 49p like I did yesterday, or you can get a free pint like I've just got now, and I can go use another one on food. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a look at this menu and pick something. Now, I was going to go back to the Crown. You guys always all want me to go to the Crown in Huddersfield, which is a similar menu. But there is plenty of things to choose from in these mixer bars on this menu. So what I will do, I will get something, and then yeah, we'll just see what it is. I don't know what to get though. There's lots of different. You've got your standard pub classics: lasagna, scampi, bangers and mash. Shall we have some bangers and mash? Shall we have a proper British classic in a proper British boozer? Proper British classic in a proper British seaside boozer. Yeah, let's do that. I think I'm going to order the bangers and mash. Now, obviously, the chip shop platter is there, but I'm at the seaside. You don't go to a pub to get chips, do you? Fish and chips. You go to a fish and chip shop. And I'm going to be doing that tomorrow once you guys have told me in the comments where to go. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for Cumberland sausage and mash with peas and onion gravy, £9.49. So I can use a £5 voucher and get it for £4.49. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So you guys have a little look at this menu and I'll bring you back when the food's arrived. Cheers. So, just as I went to order, I nearly changed my mind and nearly went for the steak and ale pie. That looks absolutely unbelievable. Steak pieces in rich ale gravy, encased in golden pastry, served with veg, gravy, and your choice of mash or chips. Sounds good, that, doesn't it? Definitely next time I do a mixer pub, maybe have that at the Crown. I was planning on having the mixed grill though, because that looks good as well. Like I said, plenty on this menu to have a look at. So stay tuned. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe to the channel, because we're nearly at 11,000 already. You guys are fantastic. Even the haters who comment that I have too many fish and chips and too many full breakfasts, I don't mind. You keep commenting, keep on hating. I don't mind. Right. I'll bring you back when the food's here. Okay, what did you guys think to that? It's not the biggest portion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some pepper on it. You like some pepper on there. Red onions, so that's good. I like red onions. A red onion gravy. So we get 1, 2, 3 Cumberland sausages, some mashed potatoes. It's quite a big bowl. It's deceptive, that's what I'd say, deceptive. We're going to start with this mashed potato now. As usual with like these pub lunches, it seems like it's a bit smashed potato, but done right, it can be okay. So let's not judge a book by its cover. We'll get straight into it. It's quite a nice consistency, that. It's very hot. I've got some garden peas there. Nice, not too hard. Sometimes they can be like really hard and like little bullets. And you don't want that. But this mashed potato is quite nice, actually. I like the gravy. But I'll be honest, these onions, they do look a little bit raw for a gravy. These need to be fried before they put in the before they're added to the gravy, but it doesn't look like they are. But I like red onions. They're like they're up there with mushrooms for me, and I love mushrooms. Right, bangers. You get 3 of these bangers. This one's got no gravy on, so I'll give you a look at that. What do you think to that? Cumberland sausage. Let's have a look inside this bad boy. It looks like they've got a nice snap on the old on the skin. There we go. Look at that. What do we think? I'll tell you what, that's really nice. It's got a proper, like, British banger flavour, like a proper Cumberland sausage. Now, is it true that Cumberland sausages are the round ones, really? They should be all the way around like a full Cumberland sausage. But, obviously, you get them in all shapes and sizes these days. That's a nice sausage. Right. Let's get a bit of everything on it. A bit of everything, that's what you need. You can't beat it. A bit of everything. How your food should be eaten. I'll tell you what. I'm just going to remind myself of the price. £9.49 that one. Full price. Obviously I used a mixer voucher, but it doesn't mean that This is £9.49. I'm not gonna. I get hate yesterday for clickbaiting the breakfast 49 pence. That's what I paid. It's like I paid £4.49 for this, but it is a £9.49 meal. Is it worth it? I'm not sure. It's going to get expensive if you bring a family out and all of you have a meal. Even at like a normal pub like this, you're looking at 2 adults, 2 kids. You're looking at 45 quid. No wonder people can't afford to eat out anymore. This is nice though, you know. And every so often for a treat. Not too bad that. The music's very loud in here, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have to do like a voiceover again. I should be all right. It works. It's not as loud as the other day, and I managed to get rid of the music the other day, but the speaker is right above me here. You get a little TV in these booths as well, so you got football on here. I think it's all retro football at the moment, but you'll be able to come in here and have a few beers with your mate, watch the game. Quite a good little bar. I love this bar, this area. I love the front, the bars on the front. Proper old school, seafront, British boozers. A British classic and a British boozer. Can't beat it. Right. I'm going to finish this. And I'll see you guys outside. And we'll give it a score. Because I seem to remember I forgot to give the breakfast a score yesterday. Anyway. So that was the Dutton Arms on Blackpool Seafront. Now, rating wise, I'm probably going to give it like a 7.5 out of 10. It was really tasty. The portion size, maybe a little bit small, but it was tasty, like I say, nice onion gravy. I love red onions, and that were nice. The mash, it was smash. It was like either smash or like microwave mash, but it was the right consistency, if that makes sense. Sometimes if it's powdery, it can be really bad mashed potato. That's not too bad. However, having said that, when I do go to the next mixer pub, because they have the same menu, I'm probably going to go for that steak and ale pie, and I will choose chips with it, I think. I think that's probably best. But yeah, the peas were nice, onion gravy, sausages, decent Cumberland sausages to be fair. Overall I enjoyed it. Price. Now, £9.49 is pricey, especially when you think about if you're taking a family there. It's just too much, innit? I'm not surprised people eat at home, and I'm very, very fortunate. Not one, to be doing this for like a job, but also 2, for you guys getting me the big mixer voucher, because I paid £4.49, which obviously you can do that, but that'll run out eventually. So we're judging it on £9.49, and £9.49 for it was a little bit much. What do you guys think? I mean, there's always going to be people who don't like everything. People in the comments hate everything. Some people like everything. Some people, like me, just not really too fussy, but give out a go once. I like that boozer. I like the idea of like your individual televisions in the booth with you, especially if you're like a group and you want to watch a bit of football or something. Really nice, really busy in there. This is a nice evening in Blackpool here. I'm guessing that the family bars are going to be busy tonight, even though it is like a Tuesday night. The piers, all the lights are still on the piers. So yeah, Easter holidays, isn't it? But I'm being told by the weatherman and Mrs. Dino that it's going to piss down tomorrow. So we'll have to see what else I can get done. I was wanting to go to a fish and chip shop, but kind of like, do you know when you're at Seaside? I know I went to Inside and the Fisherman's Wife. When you're at the Seaside, I kind of like the fish and chips to be taken away. What do you think? I know that everyone is in the comments of my breakfast video already saying, anyone else bored of fish and chips and full breakfast? Not me, mate, not me. I could eat it all day. Look at this. Anyway, I'm going back to my hotel now. You guys are going to see the hotel video tomorrow. So, have you guessed what hotel it is? Now, Simon, who shouted out of the car to me earlier on today, might have an idea because I was walking towards it. But we'll see. Get in the comments, let me know what hotel you think it is. And I'll catch you tomorrow for another review from Blackpool. It'll be the hotel review tomorrow. You know how I don't mix it up a bit. Now, I was tempted to go do a Blackpool after dark or a Blackpool pub crawl, but it's Tuesday. I should really calm down. That's coming from Mrs. Dino. We'll do something at the weekend. Okay, so we are close to 11,000 now subscribers. So if you haven't already, you can really do me a favour. Hit that subscribe button. It really massively helps. The channel's flying at the moment. I am loving life. I'm loving being out and about with my new camera. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. I know that most of you are, but you're always going to get the same 5 or 6 people in the comments. But I don't mind, you know, because you know what you're doing when you're commenting. You're pushing my videos out further. So thank you. Thank you to say I'm boring and I'm getting bigger with every video and all that sort of rubbish. And I'm bald. I don't care. I love you all the haters. That's how you deal with hate. You show them love. Take care. I'll see you next time.